Alex was a boy. He loved stories very much. He was always curious.
His father, John, loved big adventures. They lived in a small, quiet town near a big green forest. Many exciting tales were told there. One old tale was very special. It was a story about Captain Blackheart, a famous pirate. The legend said he hid his treasure nearby.
One day, John found an old dusty map. Could this be the key to the lost treasure?
John showed the map to Alex.
Alex's eyes grew wide. A real treasure map.
John wanted a grand adventure with Alex.
"Let's go find it," said Alex, bouncing with joy.
They packed a sturdy bag for their journey. They took bottles of water, sandwiches, a compass, and a small spade. They were finally ready for their adventure. The great treasure hunt was about to begin. The next morning was bright and beautiful. Alex and John set off on their path towards the Whispering Woods.
Alex felt a tingle of excitement and a bit of nervousness.
The old map led them deep into the woods. They walked for a long time until they saw a very old oak tree. Its branches were gnarled and twisted. Something was carved into its rough trunk. It was a secret message, waiting to be read.
John looked closely at the carving.
Alex peered at it too. It was a riddle. The riddle said, "I have a bark, but I don't bite. I stand up tall in sun's warm light. Where the river bends and softly weeps, my first secret it deeply keeps."
They read it again and again.
A bark but no bite? That must be a tree.
And the river weeps?
The weeping willow tree, the one by the river bend.
They knew where they had to go next. Their first clue was solved.
Hooray!
They hurried towards the winding river. Soon, the weeping willow tree came into view. The weeping willow tree was big and grand. Its long green branches hung down to the ground.
Alex found a small wooden box hidden amongst the roots. The little box was locked up tight.
There was another note tied to the box's handle. The note said, "To open me, you need a stone. Not just any, but one well-known. Find where water sings and brightly gleams. The smoothest one fulfills your dreams."
Water sings and brightly gleams.
The waterfall!
They rushed to the small, noisy waterfall nearby. They started to search for smooth stones.
Oops. Alex slipped on a mossy rock.
John caught him quickly. Careful, son.
Alex picked up a smooth, gray stone shaped like a fish. He tried it on the wooden box. Click! The stone fit perfectly. The box opened. Inside was another piece of the old map.
We did it!
They felt a thrill of accomplishment. Their adventure continued. The new piece of the map showed a dark place. It was a drawing of a spooky-looking cave called Shadow Cave.
I felt a little bit worried then.
John saw Alex's concerned face.
We are a team. We'll go in together.
Alex nodded, feeling a bit better. John gave Alex a bright, shiny flashlight.
You can be our brave guide.
Alex held the flashlight tightly in his hand. They stepped into the mouth of the cave. It was very dark inside. Drip, drip, drip went water from the ceiling. Alex heard a sudden fluttering sound above. He held John's hand tightly for a moment. Then he remembered his important job. He shone his flashlight upwards. It was only some bats.
Good job, Alex. You were very brave.
They walked deeper into the cave. On a smooth part of the cave wall, they found another riddle. Alex thought hard about the new riddle.
The brightest star. But we are in a cave?
Then as he moved his flashlight, he saw it. A tiny, brilliant glint of light reflected back. It came from a beautiful crystal stuck in the wall.
There!
Alex shouted, pointing his light. They carefully walked towards the shining crystal. Behind the crystal star, there was a small, narrow opening. They squeezed through the tight gap one by one. They found themselves in a secret hidden chamber. In the very middle of the chamber, there was an X marked with white pebbles.
This must be it!
Their hearts thumped like drums. They took out their small spade and began to dig. Clink! The spade hit something hard. It was an old wooden chest with rusty metal bands. With a big heave, they lifted the heavy lid. Inside, there were no gold coins or jewels. Instead, they found charming old toys and a beautiful, shiny brass compass. Beside them lay a carefully folded note. The note said, "The real treasure is the journey and the friends you make along the way." Alex and John smiled big, happy smiles. They had found the best treasure of all.